What's up, YouTube? Two movies here. Now, almost every year there's always a really decent YA movie where there's always really decent teen or coming of age or YA films every year. And this year, I gotta say, it was no exception. There was some really decent teen based films of the year. So with that being said, here's my top 10 favorite teen movies of 2021. All right. Uh, Coming in at number 10, I'm gonna go with the Netflix directed film Moxie. Now, Moxie is actually based on a book, and it's actually directed by Amy Poehler, and it's pretty much like inspired by a confident new friend and her mother's rebellious past. This shy girl pretty much publishes this anonymous Zion book, calling out sexism at her school and all. And it's a really decent film. I guess you could say it could easily be this generation's Mean Girls, really. But man, the film is really intriguing. The one who plays the lead, Hallie Robinson, I don't know, she was terrific. The two of the girls from Saved by the Bell reboot was really decent in this. Really decent fun. Amy Poehler was also in this, so hence why I felt like Mean Girls, I guess. But it's definitely a really decent film, a really decent coming of age tale. I mean, Netflix makes teen movies pretty well, and Moxie was no exception. Really decent little film. If you guys haven't seen that. All right, number 9, I'm gonna go with Dear Evan Hansen. This is, of course, a teen movie, even though its lead star literally is in his early 30s. Yeah, I still always find that weird. I mean, Ben Platt, don't get me wrong, he was great as Evan Hansen and stuff like that, but seriously. To get an actual teenager as a character. Like, Ben Platt is literally in his 30s playing a 17-year-old. I mean, I know he played the character on Broadway, and I guess that's why, but I still always found that to be weird. But I still thought he played the part really well. It is a film about, teen social anxiety and stuff like that. It's a really remarkable film. Great music, really decent direction. It's still a shame it did not do well with critics or even the box office wise, but it's still really this film that I think definitely deserves a watch. All right, coming in at number 8 is of course Boogie, which I know Boogie is terrific. Taylor Takashi was great. Directed by Eddie Young was really decent. This is definitely a really decent coming of age tale worth checking out. And you don't really see many coming of age, high school based films like this featuring featuring agent lead. So I thought that was really cool. Pop Smoke was great. Taylor Page. Again, these people are supposed to be playing high schoolers. They look like they're in their 30s, but I guess it worked out pretty well here because I don't think they did a really good job. No, otherwise, so All right. Coming in at number 7 is, of course, the final installment of the All the Boys franchise, which is To All the Boys of Always and Forever. Based on the of course, based on popular YA novel. Once again, starring the likes of Lana Condor as well as Noah Centineo. Now, while of course the franchise ended up ending on Netflix this year, they are, of course, doing a spin-off series, which I'm actually really intrigued because I did the one who plays the sister in this steals so many scenes, so I'm actually interested in checking out a spin-off here. But I still thought their installment with Lauren now in her senior year, trying to find out her college plans with or without her boyfriend Pierre, played by Noah Centineo. Directed by Michael Fimbro, I think his name is. He did a really good job here. Janelle Parrish and a Cathcart, who, like I said, still so many scenes as a sister Kitty. I'm actually down to check out that spin-off because I think the Kitty character steals so many scenes. And this is really decent, cute, charming film. I mean, the two other boys films, I'm not over the moon with all of them, but I still thought they were really decent. They were really cute, charming. Lana Condor, cannot wait to see more of her in the future because I think she's a really cool actress. So, and Noah Centineo, he's of course in the new Black Adam movie, so can't wait to see how good he's in that. He was supposed to be a He-Man, but That I'm guessing that faded away. So I don't know. This is definitely a really decent film worth checking out. All right, number six is of course on this Amazon film called The Map of Tiny Perfect Things. Now, this is of course pretty much like those time loop based films, similar to Groundhog Day, Happy Death Day, etc. And Map of Tiny Perfect Things is a really decent coming of age tale directed by Ian Samuels. Uh, starring the likes of Catherine Newton, Kyle Allen, Josh Hamilton. It's a really where like this quick wit teen named Mark relives the same day over and over, and his like chemistry with Catherine Newton, who I'm actually becoming a fan of. Whether she's in Freaky, whether it's Pokemon Detective Pikachu, that girl's a really talented actress here, and cannot wait to see her in the Ant-Man and the Wasp third installment. But yeah, I thought she was great in this one. Kyle Allen, he's had some stuff coming out as well, and anyway, this is definitely a really cool like Amazon-based film worth checking out. I actually saw that like this and both Two Other Boys both premiered literally in the exact same month, and they're both really interesting films. All right. Coming in at number five is of course Ghostbusters Afterlife. If you really want to be frank, this is technically a teen film. I mean, the new Ghostbusters are technically teens, and I mean, after them like trying their hands at doing like a female Ghostbusters, it was really cool to see them like go with a different direction and have like younger actors playing the new Ghostbusters. And I thought the lead actors Finn Wolfhard and McKenna Grace and the other two ones, the other one of the girl by the way was also in Freaky, just so you know. I thought all four of them were really intriguing. Ghostbusters Afterlife is terrific, entertaining, very fun. Try to show like these. I'm still not really sure. Like, if we do get another Ghostbusters, not really sure if like these new actors are going to be the prime new Ghostbusters, but we'll see what happens down the line. But yeah, and McKenna Grace, this girl, by the way, I believe is 13 or 14. She's actually become one of my favorite younger actresses in the business. Whether she's on Young Sheldon, whether she's playing younger versions of Captain Marvel, or maybe a younger version of Tina Hardy, this girl is going great places, and I thought she was terrific here. Finn Wolfhard, of course, he's great on Stranger Things, and he's terrific in this. I mean, really decent young actors right here. All right, number four, I'm gonna go with Plan B. Now, if you guys now Plan B is of course directed by Natalie Morris, who you might know from Parks and Rec fame. And Plan B it kind of reminds me of what you call Booksmart, really. And Plan B, it's a really decent coming of age story about this teenager who ends up having like this who ends up having a sexual experience, and so her and her best friend goes on like this wild ride because they have only 24 hours to literally find a Plan B pill. So it's pretty much a wild adventure about someone trying to get a Plan B pill. But it's also more lighthearted as well. The two leads I thought was terrific. This movie was really the kid from Speech. Remember that show Speechless? The one who plays like the lead kid from Speechless was also in this. I mean, it's definitely a really decent film worth checking out. It's funny, raunchy, really decent little film. If you guys haven't seen that. All right, number three is of course the Fear Street trilogies. Now this pretty much brings like I always do love a good teen horror film. Whether it's something like Friday the 13th, Scream, Night on Elm Street. And these Fear Street films really brought back what made those type of iconic teen slasher movies great. And this movie is so like all three films were awesome. The lead actresses were all really great. The other lead actors was all really good too. This is of course based on a series of novels by R.L. Stein, and I cannot believe that the guy who gave us Goosebumps also wrote slasher books, which I talk about cool right there. But that aside, yeah, the Fear Street films are really fun, and I'm hoping we do get more Fear Street movies in the future. See what happens down there. Spider-Man: No Way Home. Technically, you could consider this a teen film because it or a coming film because well, Peter Parker is a kid. He's pretty much a teenager trying to deal with adult life while also dealing with becoming a superhero. No Way Home is excellent. Like Tom Holland was of course great, entertaining. The coming of age aspect is really decent, and looks like this is pretty much going to be like Tom Holland's finest Spider-Man movie with him as a teenager because Tom Holland, let's be real, is early in his early 20s. So I mean, they can't pull like a Ben Platt and keep having him play a teenager until he's 30, you know. But anyway, yeah, of course we are getting like a Spider-Man Homecoming sometime this issue, so interested to see how that fares out. But that aside, yeah, Spider-Man No Way Home is excellent. Now, what is much better than No Way Home or even Ghostbusters? Believe it or not, my number one favorite teen film is an Apple film, and that is of course Coda. Now, Coda is directed by pretty much directed by Asian Header, starring Mila Jones from Lock and Key fame, Molly Matlin, Troy Kosar. It's a really solid teen film. Starring Mila Jones, who plays this lead girl named Ruby, who is like one of the who's like the only hearing member of a deaf family from Massachusetts. And at like 17, she works on mornings before school to help her parents and brother to keep the fishing business afloat. She also is trying to find her her talents so she can find right, the right school and stuff. And the music, by the way, is great. Like the talent show, like probably the talent show here is maybe one of my single favorite moments of the year. I don't like this Emilia Jones girl could sing. Her chemistry with her family, like Molly Matlin and Troy Cole, hoping get nominated for the Oscar next, were terrific. Really decent coming of age tale worth checking out. Great performances. I mean, it's a remarkable film. I'm hoping it does. Like, it got some Go nominations, so hopefully you'll get some Oscar love. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me do the quick rundown. 10 Moxie, 9 Dear Evan Hansen, 8 Boogie, 7 To All the Boys, Always and Forever, 6 The Map of Tiny Perfect Things, 5 Ghostbusters Afterlife, 4 Plan B, 3 Fear Street, 2 Spider-Man No Way Home, and number 1 is Coda. Now there's loads of other ones I probably could have added too. Let me pull up some other films here. There's Paper Spiders. Here, Licorice Pizza I probably could have added. Kissing Booth 3. Don't Tell Us So. The Girl Who Believes in Miracles. Finding Ohana was pretty decent. Everybody's talking about Jamie. Cowboy. The Waterman was pretty decent. North